Well, to us personally as a staff, I think it's actually allowing us to give back, and I think that's important, especially when you are blessed to be able to play a position. Being in the NFL, I was 5 years in the NFL. Be able to go through college, and then even starting off as Pee Wee, and PAL. I think it's important. What Lomas is doing, I think, is phenomenal, because it gives the kids an opportunity to come out, learn from the best, those who have actually went to the highest level. And so, for the kids' perspective, it allows them to come out and be taught by the best, those who've actually went to that upper echelon that only a small percentage is able to go to. So I think it actually is kind of a therapeutic for both parties involved. The former players, it gives us a chance to teach the skills that we know and that we've mastered to those young adults who are actually on their way up to the top.
Now, Mr. Walton, you obviously said that you've encountered and worked with a lot of people who have made it. Now, you have also seen kids who have been educated by those who have made it and then make it themselves. What is the common denominator that you see within all of those?
I think for the kids' perspective, any individual, I think there's just, it's not even about size. It's not even about how quick you are. It's about determination and a passion. I think that when you find a kid that will do whatever it takes to become a success, that kid definitely will be going to that next level. And so what we see and what we look for in kids is to make sure that, listen, first of all, it's about that heart. You talk to people about, man, listen, man, this guy, he has that heart. It's something about just having that passion, understanding that, whatever it takes, whatever I have to do, how many ever days I gotta train. That means eating right. That means understanding the game, watching film. Those are the attributes that makes a young kid and even an adult who's playing in the league right now a success.
Now, Mr. Walton, what is your definition, not just in terms of football, but in life? What is the definition of success to you?
I think success, when an opportunity meets, when you have an opportunity to enhance what your God-given talent already is. And to me, a successful person is a person who's going to take that time, that extra time to study. And let me give you a visual. If I got a kid that's just coming in as a rookie, whether it be pros, college, or even in undercollegiate, high school, that kid goes the extra mile, talks to the coaches, wants to do extra film work, wants to do extra running. That kid, to me, is no question about it, will be a successful person, because not even on the football field, but he's going to be a success in life. And so I look for that kid that wants to do the extra, that's not looking for the camera, that kid that's looking to go in there and just going to, on his own time, take, even if it's an extra 5 or 10 minutes, do what it takes to be that guy. So that's successful to me.
Okay, and Mr. Walton, obviously you've played in the NFL, so that was your original goal, and then now you're the president of the Players Association, and that obviously was a goal of yours, and you've achieved it.
Yes.
What kind of advice would you give to a young person who has a goal in mind and that is pursuing it at this moment? What kind of advice would you give to
them? The first advice I would tell them is make sure that you believe in yourself. That's most importantly. And with me, there was a belief in God. And so if you can believe in God and believe in yourself, that's the biggest hurdle, first of all, that you're going to be able to hurdle. The second thing that I would say is to make sure that you do what it takes for you to be in the classroom. A lot of these kids don't understand that if you don't get that aspect correct in your life, you won't never see the field. There's been a lot of athletes that didn't even get an opportunity to play because they were not able to finish what is most important in the classroom. So my advice to these young kids today is to make sure that you got your studies together, believe in yourself, and make sure that you do whatever it takes to be extra successful. And that means doing extra film work. Man, doing 10 or 15 more sprints at the end of practice. Sometimes, you know what, you may get some flack from your teammates, but I guarantee you, in the long run, you're going to be the best.
Okay. You talked about the long run. This is a funny question. This is going to be the final question, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Walton, if you could tattoo a word or a phrase on your forehead backwards. So every morning you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror, you see that word or phrase. What would that word or phrase be?
Faith. And that could be on all different levels, because you got to have faith in your own. First of all, you got to have faith. I believe, and this is me personal, you got to have some kind of spiritual faith. And second, you got to have faith and belief in yourself. And then you got to have faith in your program. And so if you got faith in all three of those different areas, I guarantee you that's just going to energize who you are as a person and as an individual.
Now, you're doing some tremendous positive work to the community here, sir. So let me first of all acknowledge you for doing that.
Oh, man, awesome.
And let me acknowledge you for being somebody that is walking the path that you set for yourself, most importantly. And at the same time, you are inspiring others to go for theirs as well. So thank you for being that individual.
Awesome, yeah.
Now, this is the last question. This is years from now, okay? This is your final day in life.
Okay.
And all your family and friends are here. But all of the things that you have accomplished, you've recorded, that you've written, has all been deleted. And you were given a sheet of paper, and you can write down 3 things that you know to be true about life. What would those 3 things be?
Did I know to be true about life?
Yes.
Belief in God, the father figure that I had, and belief in myself.
And Mr. Walton, how can people add value to what you're doing right now and your vision?
I think that it's important to look out. I am the current president of the NFL Players Association, and we have all different type of programs. And so for those people who want to be engaged, we teach financial youth literacy programs to kids that are getting ready to head off to college, that have no idea of what an account looks like or means and what fees are in the bank. So we teach those classes. We're in partnership with Apex Leadership Academy. We have free camps. Why? Because we understand that sometimes in these at-risk communities that this might be the only ticket for some of these individuals to have an opportunity to get out of their environment. And so I say to those that are out there, listen, if you can continue to support camps like what Lomas is doing, it's phenomenal. Because what he's doing is giving a free camp, and this is his own time, and sometimes this is his own money coming out of his own pocket. So I say to those that if you can, to support and become sponsors, because it's guys like Lomas that wants to give back to his own community. I mean, we've been in Highland Park, we come to the communities, man. You know what I mean? So I commend him. I love him, and that's why I'll always be beside him.
Well, Mr. Walton, thank you so much for allowing us to come here as well, and allowing Reality Tell your vision to add value, but most importantly to be a part of this. This was a very inspirational day, and it was a very productive day. So
Awesome.
thank you very
My
much.
pleasure, man.